things on his shoulders because they know he can handle them.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Well, sometimes we talk running backs. Sometimes we talk wide receivers. Walford, the tight end in this unit, very important.
Clive Walford, a terrific player. Knows how to work the inside portions of the field, but also can surprise you and get deep.
Throw on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Justin Houston is truly one of the elite pass rushers in the league. Knows how to get to the quarterback with a variety of moves.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing his car on 3rd down. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. The toll on the defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to... And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Latavius Murray, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, a national championship winner as an Ohio State Buckeye. It's Cardale Jones.
And while his frame may imitate a defensive lineman now playing quarterback, don't get fooled at all because when you see him throw the football, you know exactly why he's playing the position. Wide receiver.
And that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 38 yards. And that'll be good for a KC first down.
It's bad enough watching all the highlight reels, watching guys in warm-ups, going up and making these incredible one-handed acrobatic catches. But when it happens right in front of you, when you're defending him, that just makes your day that much longer, and you just wonder, how are we ever going to cover these guys?
And he's brought down. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now...
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys...
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And that was a little tough to watch. You kept thinking he might be able to get away, then you watched him just keep going further and further backward.
Just fall down. Just fall down at some point. Instead of getting driven back into your own end zone, that play's definitely not salvageable. You end up costing your team points.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Time to meet the defensive starters for the Oakland Raiders, and you want to discuss one of their safeties.
I certainly do. Carl Joseph out of West Virginia always did a great job policing the middle of the field. A big hitter, knocked the ball away, but really added to his game as last year as a Mountaineer. Became a better cover guy and a better ball hawk before he got injured. They're really going to love him in Oakland.
And incomplete here on 3rd down. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down. So here's Dustin Colquitt now to punt this away for the Chiefs.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure. just Michael Crabtree's going to go. And all the way up to the 49.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still 1st down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Brought in by Walford, right side. They get 3 there on the pickup, and it'll give the Raiders a 1st down. So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Every quarterback likes having a reliable target at tight end, and I think young quarterbacks especially, because they want to get the ball in their hands quickly. I think these two, Derek Carr and Clive Walford, that's a pretty good connection for years to come for Oakland.
Yeah, he started to come on strong end of his rookie year. Now the Raiders really hoping for that 2nd-year jump out of Walford.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
We complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now Carr. A right side catch by Crabtree. And Crabtree hooking up for a big one there. 51 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Muscles him off. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. 2nd rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. But out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They go play action here on 1st down. For the touchdown. Touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove.
Latavius Murray, the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Latavius Murray on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And the lead will grow by 1 more. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Mario Edwards in there to sack him. And that is 10 for him now on the year. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Offside, defense. Still 2nd down.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Here we go.
play action. They'll throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, 81 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Murray, room here to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. To throw is Carr. Caught. The tight end Walford. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. They'll run the counter with Murray. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say, the ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Crabtree with it over the middle. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Throw left side to the tight end Walford. Having an effective short passing game. One of their main concern coming into this one. Right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a first down.
And you're able to put that into your game plan when you see that there's space to throw the football. A lot of defenses don't want to play press coverage or tight coverage. They'll play backed off, and sometimes those cornerbacks will bail out really fast and really get deep, and that allows you to throw the quick game underneath, and they took advantage of it.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, Every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time.
And the ball is knocked out. Conley's got it over the middle. And the Raiders pick it up. Great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Carr to throw on second down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. From the gun now on third down, Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Clive Walford, his fourth touchdown on the lead. And he's a reliable target. He's more than that, though. Hey, look, I'm not going to say he's the best tight end in the league, but he's solid.
Yeah, because he's able to block, and that's almost a lost art for a number of the tight ends in the league now because the most popular guys are almost what we call move tight ends, more like receivers, but those guys who can do it all, there's still a place for them in the NFL.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can. He's got it. Hit the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Jones. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And outside. They're playing press coverage. One receiver left, three to the right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Caught here by Conley. And some room to roam now. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. They'll run the option left. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
Offense.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays, even when the other guy's having success against you.
On third and long, it's Carr. Finding time. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They got 29 yards there. Good enough for a Kansas City first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. And now they call on Stephen Gostkowski. His career-long 57 yards set just a year ago. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Latavius Murray getting set to go again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Second down now after the pass completion. Carr turns, hands to Murray, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's complete to Walford. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A gain of 8 and a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards on the pickup there, and the Raiders are going to have a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now Carr going to give it to Murray on a draw play. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now Carr. Here's Walford over the middle. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Here's Murray. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Chris Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
First down, Murray. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that port?
We're back now in KC. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And the D looking like they may blitz. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Now Carr throwing on second down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the fourth. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go, yet you don't take care of the football. See in the upcoming weeks.
Still first down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's brought down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Time running out here on the play clock. And on the ground they go with a running back. Cuts right. And the cutback to the and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Charkandrick West with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And no, it's incomplete. A gutsy call by Jack Del Rio, but it does not pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And now here comes Kansas City. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Charkandrick West. And that takes us from second to third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
We got chips over here. Chips over here. It's overload.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
A look here now at the tight end, Clive Walford, and a bounce back here for him after a slow start. And sometimes that's how it goes with tight ends. Those catches in their games, they can go in waves at that position.
And you get so locked into stopping them that you think, okay, hey, look at that. We've held them down. And the best ones, you really don't hold down for an entire game. They're going to get their catches. Your job is to keep them from being big-time catches that break you down totally.
Here we go.
Carr will try it again on second down. Surveying the field. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A right side catch by Crabtree. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
It'll be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now Carr again. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Carr now on first down. He's got time in the pocket. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Carr to throw on second down. He's got time. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert, and then it's decision time.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it, they still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And he'll push it. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's the option going right. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.